Sticks and Universal Sigh. Guys, why don't we do a little brief introduction?
Hey, I'm Pace, I'm in Universal Sigh. I'm Jones, I'm in Universal Sigh as well.
Austin, I'm in Universal Sigh.
I'm Steve, also in Universal Sigh.
Ethan with Village Sticks.
I'm also Ethan with Village Sticks.
I'm Zach, I'm not Ethan. Village Sticks.
I'm also Ethan, I'm in the Universal Sigh. I mean, Village Sticks.
I'm really interested in your process. Do you guys have any insight to what you guys do when you guys are jamming out?
Our writing style kind of, more recently for sure has been one person will kind of bring, like Steve recently and Pace recently have written some songs that we'll bring to the table, basically finished or entirely finished, and then we approach it as a band and tweak it, and keep tweaking it, and it's just kind of one of those things where we let the process develop.
You'll know what feels right, and usually what feels right to you feels right to the audience.
Dude, not at all, man. I have nothing to do with
it. I noticed you guys are straying away from kind of electronic instruments. How do you guys cycle that into your sound?
Yeah, I mean, I think
it's the future for sure.
Yeah, we just recently added a synthesizer.
Yeah, we got the Moog up there now, but we I don't think we were particularly interested in going that route, and maybe in a few years. Like I don't think we'll ever get like electronic, but like
if you're at least playing the electronic parts, you're good.
I will say though too, it is kind of nice to like be a step back removed from that because there's so many people doing that right now.
Oh, yeah.
And so like in a way it's just keeping you a little differentiated as well. We do have an inside joke in the band that's just like, hey, in a few years this tour's gonna be easy because we're just gonna send our holograms out to play for us.
What's your favorite part about the whole thing? Tell me
meeting new people, honestly, like
that's a big payoff. Seriously, you do really meet a lot of awesome
you're
people.
on stage 1 to 3 hours a night on tour, but the people that you meet and the relationships that you cultivate are with you forever.
We've been touring pretty heavily for almost like 3 years now, and there's always just like at least a few shows, at least one every tour that's just really fulfilling, like really just like artistically, soul gratifyingly fulfilling, and like I mean a lot of sets can be great, but like there's just some that like it's just one of those like little magic moments where you're just like you can feel it.
Is there anything that you guys would want to see done differently out there?
Yeah, pay artists.
Of course, please pay.
Please.
Yeah, definitely the financial reality of being in a band. I mean, we've decided that we would rather we're choosing quality over quantity.
Sure.
For so long, our goal before we were touring was to play 100 shows a year. And then we got to that point, and so we would be more comfortable playing fewer shows and having more time to write music and spend time with, our friends and family. And
I mean, I was going to follow up on that. It's a hard balance because, like, we get home and we pretty much go right back to working, to like the jobs we have to hold down to pay our bills because, it's like if you're getting into music for money, you're not getting into the right profession, so it's definitely that's a struggle for sure. But I mean, it's absolutely worth it. It's just that like I think when you're starting a band, you have this expectation that even if it's fairly grounded, you never can really know it until you are starting living the reality of that situation.
You gotta be realistic.
Yeah. At first, I think we were fairly awkward because it's like it's a weird dynamic. It's like, all right, all you people looking directly at me,
listen to us.
I'm gonna make you feel good.
That's definitely, I'd say, an aging process thing that we've gotten better for sure. Like when we first started, we could literally not even talk unless we were singing and playing, and now at least we can engage the crowd.
I think when you get more comfortable on stage, you just start to let out a little bit more of your like personal humor,
right?
And you know how to like you just know how to address the crowd,
Yeah. I was curious how you get exposure for your band and if that's a challenge for you guys.
We spend way too much money on Facebook advertising.
Yeah, it's social media.
And there's a certain physical component to it. I mean, at the end of the day, word of mouth, pretty much via the internet nowadays, is how your band is going to spread.
I want to go around if you have any shout outs that you want to say.
Come to Sigh in July.
Yeah, Sigh in July, Athens, July 20th and 21st.
It's gonna be dope.
420 Fest, we're playing next month. We're playing an after party Friday night at 420 Fest for at Smith Soul Bar. Yes. Shout out to Funk U. We're in Augusta. Those are good friends of ours. think they were having Palmer come sit in on the keys tonight.
Awesome.
My parents for being awesome.
Hell yeah.
Supportive parents, man, they're the best. Shout out to Festiviz.
Oh, thanks. Good times, everybody. Thanks so much, you guys.